Hi, and welcome to today's live session. Today, we are going to talk about how to stop those freebie hunters from mainly booking calls with us. I guess we've all been there where we got a sales call booked and we were super excited just to have a person sitting across from you saying, I just want to pick your brain, or oh, so you're selling something? What is it that you do exactly? So that is what I want to address today, and how we can actually move away from that into a much simpler way to actually sell. But at the end of today's session, if you want to stay with the calls, then we are going to look into how you can make them more efficient and actually more effective too. So if this is the first time that you see me, my name is Josephine Warner, and I'm a former corporate executive turned LinkedIn growth specialist, and I also help my clients to build scalable offers. If you're watching this live with me, make sure you add some comments in the chat. That way I will be able to interact with you. I will be able to pull out the comments. If you're watching the replay of this, then you can still add your comments, because I will monitor this. And if a new comment pops up or a new question pops up, I will be able to address that. So let's pack this up, right? Let's start with what it is that we want to do. Since this is live, I have no clue how long this is going to take, but I have a few notes that I really want to address with you. So the first one is the core problem that we're having. And I honestly believe that the core problem is that we are selling, I'm not doing that any longer, but in the beginning, we all start by selling our hours, right? We learn in coaching school that you should do 5 sessions, and you should solve the problem that they have in those 5 sessions. But that's not really the reality, is it? If someone comes to you with a problem, it usually takes more than 5 sessions. So I want you to move away from selling your hours and instead move to selling the problem that you're solving, the solution that you're solving. Because as long as you stay in that where you sell the hours, you're just replacing your time with a dollar amount or a euro amount or whatever amount it is that you're charging. The sad news is also that on average, those hours that people sell their coaching hours for is on average $120. So you're actually working more hours to get to your revenue results than what you have ever done before. There are like the ranges from $60 up to $500, but that doesn't include any lead generation, any sales, or anything like that. That's just the average price point that people are charging. So I really want you to instead move away from charging by the hour and saying, this is my offer. Here's what I help you to solve. These are the results that you're getting, and this is the investment for that, right? So move away from charging by the hour. And then what usually then happens is that, okay, it's not working. I can't sell by the hour. So then we move into charging a more premium price point. But what's then happening is that, because people say that, oh, you need to increase your prices. You need to sell it for $2,000 or $2,500 per month or whatever it might be, right? What then happens is that we start doubting ourselves, thinking, oh, it's not worth it. I'm not worth it. And then what was before maybe easier to sell now becomes hard to sell because of the mindset blocks that you are having yourself. Meaning you might earn the same amount that you did before when you charge by the hour, but you're having less clients, meaning you have less clients, you get less results. And then again, that comes into a little bit of a bad spiral, right? We want you to have more clients and then on different levels. So that is what I'm going to share with you here. The solution I suggest is that you add, in addition to your one-to-one services, you add an easy to sell scalable offer. And what does that then mean? Well, it means that you have an offer that is priced, I usually say somewhere between 500 to 1,000, because that is an easy to say yes to amount for your clients. At the same time, it also makes a difference in your revenue. That can be a program where you help them solve their problem. It can be anywhere between, 4 weeks or 8 weeks or 12 weeks, depending a little bit on what is your niche, who are you helping, what is it exactly that you're doing. And if I give you one example, I can use my client Jeanette. She's a dating coach. And for years, she told me that I can't introduce a scalable offer, meaning I can't introduce an online course because that's not what my clients would want to have. So it was her it was her mindset blocks that actually prevented her from introducing that. But when we dig a little bit deeper, it wasn't just that the clients don't want to have this. It was also, I think it has to be perfect. I want to have the perfect videos, or I want to have how do you say it? Oh, the tech is scaring me, right? So there were all of these different bits and pieces which made her very insecure about actually creating a scalable offer. Here's what I want you to take with you. You don't have to create something that is perfect, picture perfect the very first time that you do it. I work with my clients to first design an offer, like very high level design it, then you sell it, and then you start creating it through live teachings. It can be worksheets that you already have, exercises that you already have, because that's the thing. You have so much experience already. I bet you have loads of exercises that you have done with your clients already too. And it's just to use those exercises in a different packaging and in different format that you're doing. So you're not you're not recreating or creating something new. You're just using what it is that you have. I want you to use what you already have. So once I kind of helped her overcome those mindset blocks, we kicked off as her first scalable course. I think it was a 6 or 8 week course. I can't really remember. But what happened was that she easily enrolled 8 clients into that very, very first version. And those 8 clients, they were so happy. They were excited about meeting her every single week. And 3 of those 8 clients became her long-term one-to-one clients afterwards. So that is so much easier to sell. You create a click and buy offer. No more sales calls, no more sitting there having someone who needs to pick your brain, going into those calls where you're like, I don't know if this is even going to result in a sale, right? Instead, you create an easy to sell, scalable offer. And from there, if your clients are ready to continue working with you, they can do that afterwards. That has happened to Jeanette. It has happened to Araceli, Lisa. What also happened with Lisa was that she then, when she started promoting her scalable offers, she got more visibility also on her one-to-one offers, that she even had to raise her prices on it, right? That is like the good thing that will happen when you do these things. So how did we then do it, right? How did we do it? Well, first of all, I'm going to break down the whole process in my live teaching next week. It's a masterclass. We're going to run it on Zoom, so you need to actually register. I have a really cool thing here. Let me see if that works. So you can use this QR code, which will take you directly to the landing page so you can register for the masterclass. If you're watching this after Wednesday next week, after 5 o'clock Wednesday next week, this will take you to a wait list. So you have to register now. You have to get in now so that you don't miss this, because this is a live masterclass where I'm going to teach you the complete process, all of the 8 steps. Yes, 8 steps that you need to go through from the validation until you're actually kicking off your scalable offer. So that is what we're doing next week. And I see I have my fantastic business partner here, Angela. So who she says, moving to one-to-many is about stepping up as a leader, not about stepping back from your clients. There is a lot of fears around that. Exactly. Because then what also happens is that we tell ourselves that I can't help my clients get the same results when they are in a group setting. And I can promise you that they will have maybe different results, but maybe even also faster results, because then they will have the input from everyone else. And the people who are in the room with them will ask questions that they aren't even aware of that they have yet. That is what is so powerful with group coaching, right? Then so make sure you register for your next 100K growth plan masterclass. I also promised you that if you still want to run calls, what can you do then? I think there are first of all, we need to make a difference between connect calls or coffee calls, networking calls, and also sales calls. There's a huge difference there. When you book a connect call with someone, don't ever go into that call with the mindset that I'm going to sell to this person, because that is just the wrong energy, right? Also, when you book a sales call, don't go in with the energy saying, oh, I'm not going to be able to sell to this person. That is also the wrong energy. And if you have the third energy, I have to sell to this person or else I won't reach my revenue goals, that is then absolutely not going to go well, right? But if we split between the connect calls and the sales calls, right? So when you have connect calls, those are great to grow your network, and maybe someday that person might become a client of yours. But I don't want you to go in the connect calls with that mindset. If you then have the sales calls, if someone says in a connect call that, oh, I would want to learn more about you and what it is that you do, either you have to switch very, very fast, if you're good at that, to switch into sales mode, or I would even suggest then that you book a second call where you can prepare first really properly before the sales call so that you have a different mindset in that sales call. When someone then books a sales call with you, you don't want to have those pick your brain people, right? You really want to have people that are qualified when they book a sales call with you. So how do you do then? How do you do that? Well, you make sure that you have questions in your, if it's Calendly or whatever it is that you have people booking through. For example, what is your current focus? What are your goals within the next 6 months, 3 months, 12 months, whatever it might be? And then also you need to make sure that it is very clear to them that this is not a free strategy call. This is a call to make sure that you are a great fit, right? So are they willing to invest both time and energy and then financials, right? Do you have to have the pricing here? I don't think so. I think you can be a little bit flexible in these calls, because maybe if you have a group coaching program and that person says that they don't want to have one-to-one coaching, you can always gear them towards your group coaching program. So I wouldn't have my pricing on my homepage or in these call booking or whatever. If you want to do that, you can absolutely do that. It's your business, right? You decide what you want to do. But I really want you to say that, okay, the sales calls I have, those are real sales calls, so that you can prepare for them. You can go into them with a different mindset, and also then go in with the mindset that if this is the right fit, I will be able to help this person, not sell this person, right? We talk about invitations, we talk about service, we talk about helping people. So Angela has added the link. So I'm letting you know the link here too. It's www.josephinewarneracademy.com/growth to join us in the masterclass next week, where I am going to break down exactly how you can build your scalable offer. It's the 8-step process where I take you through all the 8 steps. So that was actually it for today. If there are any questions that pop up, either once you've watched this replay of this short live stream, then let me know, or else I would love to see you in the masterclass live on Zoom next week. Okay, cool. Bye.